Hey, welcome to Mark's Basement Arcade. Today, the William Funhouse is going to get its trapdoor mechanism rebuilt. So let's get down to that and zoom in as tight as we can. We're going to take that whole thing apart and we are going to rebuild it. Alright, we are right there. Let's first start with this coil because that's going to be one of the easy ones. Take these screws out. And are there nuts on the back? No. Always want to check that. Sometimes, like on older flippers, they put nuts on the back, and taking these screws out, you are guaranteed to snap the nuts off. Ask me how I know that, because sometimes I get tricked on older EMs because they just don't, not all of them had the nuts on the back. Oh, look at that. And there's Loctite on there. So, since there's Loctite on there, I'm going to grab mine. Put a little bit back on when we're done. Even though this is, yeah, we will put a little bit back on when we're done. Let's get that off. Find my towels. Yeah, we'll just leave it sit there for now. I get my little bottle of naphtha. Put it on a towel. We're just going to clean this part off here. Get all the old coil, dust, powder, junk off of it. I'll take this coil out. Take the sleeve out, throw it in the garbage. Verify it's the same length, yes. Wipe this off. Here, wipe all that off. Alright. Coil. Sleeve. Back like that. And it's nice and good like that. Take blue thread locker. We're going to put it back on these bolts just a little bit. I'm guessing this assembly must be pretty wicked. If they used Loctite on it from Williams. Alright, this is going to be fun. Let's hold that there with my finger. Let's get the screwdriver in it. There. So we can find a hole a little easier. There. So yeah, this must be something why they had to put Loctite on it. magnet. There. Screwdriver. Interesting that they did that. Alright, with this part, well actually this was a diverter. So, actually it isn't a trapdoor mechanism. We're going to do the diverter and trapdoor mechanism. However, I would love to grab my camera and take photos of this. So I'm going to pause the camera. I'm going to go get my iPhone and we're going to take pictures of how this is laid out. So when we put it back together, I can just look at the pictures. So we'll be right back. Oops, sorry for banging ya. Alright, take pictures. I always say, better be safe than sorry. So take as many pictures as you can, so you are safe than sorry. Alright, we're going to use a little electrical power on this. Make it a little faster. Those screws we will be taking out with this. But right now, what do we look at? We just got that one rod that rides in there. So, what would be easier? If I took this off right now, or I don't think it's going to matter too much anyways. It looks like 3 screws right here. That one was not even tight. Right there. One in the middle here. Not even tight. And not even tight. Imagine that. After all these years, those aren't tight. This will just slide up through there. There's a trap door mech out. This is sticky. It's got old dried lubricant on it. Pretty genius how that works. This pulls in, does the door. This pulls down, resets it. And this is bent. I wonder why. I don't know, but if it's working as intended, I am going to leave it. However, since we do have this off, I will be working on taking these screws out because I do have to replace part of this assembly. There's a plastic thing on the other side that we have to replace. So with that, we will get to rebuilding this. I need to widen out just a little bit. Alright. This is going to be an easy one. We'll take out these screws. No nuts on the back. Electric screwdriver. You see 4 screws back here. I'm just going to put these up here. No Loctite on these. I don't understand why that bracket had Loctite on, but it did, so. I'm putting it back on. These are nice and tight. They got lock washers on them. Come out like that. Alright, this just pulls off like that. That spring is nice. This is pretty clean. Still going to take this apart just a little bit more to get that lubricated. The spring is decent. Can you see? Yes. It's very hard for me to see if you guys what you guys can see and what you can't. Alright. There's 2 screws on here. We're going to take those 2 screws out so we can replace this coil sleeve. Yeah, and there's nuts on there. Alright. Nylock nuts. Can you see me? Yeah. Like that. This comes apart. And the sleeve comes out. Alright, little naphtha. Clean this off. Clean this bracket assembly off. Oh, there's like a big dust blob on it. Let's clean off. Alright. New coil sleeve. Now, even though I just did this, I'm going to look at my camera just to see how that coil was. Okay, the wires were pointing out. I just wanted to see how this was set in there. And the screws were here, and the nuts were on the back. Now This is gonna be fun. Like that. Get it like that. And I gotta hold all this whole assembly down as I tighten these screws. That's pretty tight. I will show you what I'm talking about. As soon as I get this tight. There. What I was talking about was this metal bracket here, right there. I want to hold it tight to the coil like that to keep it so it's not rattling or whatever. That's what I want to do, because that's how it was. Alright, we got that like that. Now, since I got my towel still wet with naphtha, I'm going to clean this spring off. So it does got like a light coating. I don't know if it's grease or dust. It just has an odd feeling to it, just like this. Almost like a graphite feeling, maybe. Alright, this we're going to take apart a little bit more. Right. Alright, that's a post. Those are 2 screws. I want to get this apart so I can clean this area right in here and lube it. Put just a little bit of lube on there. That switch is working good. Alright. Yeah, and of course it's the wrong size. That's the wrong size. So is that the blue one? Or the green one? Green one. The green one. Alright. Goes together. This will just come out like that. And this will just slide off. Look at that. See how dirty that is right there? That post right there, just so dirty and disgusting. Yeah, and there's old gunky grease on there. So I'm going to lay that off to the side like that. Get my Q-tips. Little naphtha on them. So we clean out this hole. Yeah, look at that. Instantly black. A lot of that could be just metal to metal wear. Or it just could be really old grease. or a mixture of both. Either way, it is not satisfactory in my book. So that's why we are rebuilding this mech. And we will re-grease it. Or lubricate it, actually, I should say. Well, actually, yeah, it's going to be grease. I'll clean this off too. Okay, wherever there was grease, we're taking it off. We will put just a little bit of super lube on it. There. Yeah, let's see this play field. Yes, before I put that back on there, I will have to take these two screws out to fix the plastic that's on there. There's like some type of plastic guard that goes across that area that is just damaged. It broke. It's cracked. Luckily I found a new old stock one that I can use to replace it. So, ooh, that's dirty too. Clean that off. My naphtha ran out. It dried up. So I like using naphtha because it dries pretty quick. You can use it to clean things off. By the time you go to reassemble them, they're all dried off pretty quick. It almost dries pretty instantly. On these. Alright, that. This went through there like that. That one on there, that one on there. Giant bolt goes right back on there. These two screws go on there. Alright, that's tight. Well, it's not tight, but it's in the hole. Tight. Tight. Let's get to the back run. Tight. Spring. Hold it down with a finger. Put that on there. Like that. Start a couple of these screws. Put that on there. Come on. There we go. These I'm just gonna snug them down almost all the way. Get that one. Take my magnet bit. Put a screw right on it. Don't want to tighten up all the way until I get all 4 screws in the hole. Alright. Alright. Tight. It's magnet, so it's sticking to the screw. It's like drawing it. There. Those are tight. Okay, this. Do that. Look at that. That is so nice. And like new working again. Hits the switch, activates it. Can you hear that? That clicking is exactly what you want to hear. Verifying everything is still connected. Good. Alright. That will stay like that. I gotta get these 2 little screws out. Okay, those are part of the post. They don't, what do you call it? They don't spin. Alright. That. This door should come right off. And there you can see what I'm replacing. It's that broken plastic piece that was there for the trap door. So I will take it and clean this out real quick with a Q-tip. That's where that rod was sliding in there. I'll put just a little bit of, look at that, see how dirty that was? Where I put this back together, I will put a little bit of lubricant on that rod that goes inside here. But this is what you need to do, take off in order to replace that plastic. And I will show you the plastic I'm talking about. Which is right here. There you go. It's on top of the play field. So once you got your machine stripped apart, this is pretty easy to do. So I'm going to stop the camera, flip this over, get that out, and then we'll be back putting this back together. Alright, as you can see, we got that. Where did the camera go? I took these 2 screws out. We got that new piece of plastic. And blade in the back there, which you can't really see because, is this in a way now? No. Because, well, I had to flip the playfield over to get it in there. Yeah, it's really not part of the rebuild of what we're doing. I just wanted to show you what you needed to do to take that piece of plastic out if you already got the playfield apart. Because you might as well know. And I think there's one to three little like wood screws that go through it. I kind of attach it to the playfield. Now these I'm going to tighten down, but not too tight. As I sandwich that piece of plexiglass between the hinge here and the playfield. So you have to take this hinge off in order to replace that crass plastic piece. I don't want to crank these tight at all, because you've seen how that other piece was just shattered. I feel those are tight enough. I am not breaking them. Alright. We got all this. Did we clean off that? No, we didn't. So we will be cleaning off. Oh, and that's why we screw the top on the naphtha, so you don't grab it and drop it off. Alright, I didn't clean this off, and if I did clean it off, I didn't really notice it. So I'm going to make sure it's cleaned off now. There. I don't know if it's bent like this on purpose or what, but I am not messing with how it is. So my thought is I'm going to put a little lube on it. That is a lot of lube, but I'm going to take most of it off. There. There. Now there's just a little bit of lube on there. That. Just want to make sure we're not tangled. These are all free. Yes. That goes back into there like that on that little angle. And we'll release that. And this is going to be the fun part. Alright, 3 screws, and they're over here. Of course, I don't have the right bit on. I get that top one on first. You guys could give me a hand. That'd be awesome. Alright. Okay, I'm in the wrong hole. Alright. I thought that would have been too easy. Where are we? And this goes way down there. There we go. That makes more sense now. That goes here. Oh, this is gonna be so much fun. Let's do this. I've done this before. Put it right on the edge there. And then stick it in a hole. This would be so much easier to do with 2 people. Alright, well, we lost a screw. Let's try this method. Putting it on here, holding it with my finger, and then dropping it inside the mech. Alright, well, mark. That bottom one is easy to get at. Kind of. Oh, this is hard. Let's do this. Let's stick this in the hole. There we go. Get that in a hole. We get the tool on top of it. And then we will find a hole and then screw it in. That was easier. That had been pretty painful to watch me do that. Pretty painful. Whew. The problem is these are not magnetic. I don't know what they're made out of, but they're not magnetic, which makes this even harder to do. And this is magnetic, but I think this tip is not magnetic. See what I mean? But you get the gist of it, I hope. But yeah, we put those 3 screws back in there, and we're golden. We can get them in there. There we go. Oh, we got it. Yay. Get that one started. Get 2 in there started. The middle hole will be lined up. That goes like that. That is this. That goes like that. And that goes like that. It's closing nice. It's opening nice. Yeah, I guess, well, it's bent. It seems to be bent on a purpose almost. I don't know how true it is, but you and I are going to fight with this last screw. Maybe not. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of colorful world, blah blah blah. Colorful words I'm going to use. I can stab it in there. Get it into the hole. Let me just stab it. And get it to stay. Yeah, I had it in there and then I pull it right off. Oh, this is why I'm probably invest in magnetic nut drivers. I just figured I could magnetize these. And I was totally wrong. I couldn't. Yes. That was fun. So I used my leaf adjusting tool to hold the lip of the thing. They're down all the way. That will pull down, pop it up, and drops it. Working smooth like butter. And that's how you rebuild the trap door assembly on your Williams Funhouse. Yeah, that was so much fun. And all wires are good. Yes, that was so much fun. Makes you want to have a beer afterwards or something. Alright, on to the next mech. So yeah, give me a thumbs up. Just for the entertainment factor that you just had with me. Cool stuff along the bottom of the screen here. Thumbs up, and thank you, and later.